Hello, I'm Lucas and welcome to part 25 of my Mercenary campaign on Rome Total War. Now last time, well, if you didn't see what happened, it was pretty amazing. We managed to take Rome with literally about 5 units and they were all terrible. But we did manage to take Rome. It is already rioting, but we can sort out that problem relatively quickly. It's not too much of an issue. But yeah, I would say it's going pretty well, the campaign. The only thing that is a major problem on the Italian peninsula is this guy, Numerius the Lewd. He is causing big trouble, and if we can get him off the battlefield, or off the campaign map rather, it should be relatively okay. These settlements, Julii settlements, as far as I can see, aren't that well defended, meaning we could take the north of Italy, not with ease, but it wouldn't take a huge amount of effort. We've got this army over here, going over towards Tarentum, like so. So hopefully we can reclaim that for like the second or third time very soon. Of course, Campus Alani is under siege. We might have to defend this today unless we can magically get to Campus Sarkai in time, which we probably won't be able to. And then we're hopefully going to finish off the Armenians in this settlement over here. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it for what's going on. We're recruiting an army over here, decent size, but not big enough to take on the Numidians quite yet. But hopefully in the future it will be. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think we haven't got a huge amount more to do this turn. Obviously, we need to move the capital back to Syracuse because public order issues, same old story. I really should have invested more into public order buildings this campaign. I think that's my main weakness of this campaign was public order. I would say, in all honesty, it was probably out of laziness that I didn't. So yeah, that I will confess to. And of course, now we've moved the capital back, these settlements aren't happy, but they're going to have to deal with it for a while. That is just their problem. So, I think we've done all we can do this turn. It's interesting though, with our diplomat, what do we do with this diplomat? We have several choices. We have two diplomats, we have several diplomats, but what do we do with the diplomats? Because we only have 76,000 denarii. Now, I was saving up to take on Numerius the Lewd, or bribe him. If we get enough money, we'd probably have to get about 120,000 to bribe Numerius the Lewd, realistically, and he still might not accept. But I could go and bribe this Julii army, Captain Placus, which possibly is a good idea because it means that we don't have to defend Rome and we can start going straight up towards Tarentum, or not Tarentum, sorry, what's the settlement? Arretium. And also we could potentially bribe Tertius the Mad. Now yes, he is mad, which isn't good, but it would mean we get another general, and the more generals the better, right? So I'm not sure, I've got a bit of a dilemma. Do I take out Numerius the Lewd, or do I take out two smaller Julii armies? This is something I need to consider. But I'm probably going to leave it a turn, just see what happens. I think that's sort of the logical thing to do. And I have noticed there is a British diplomat over there who I would like to speak to at some point as well. So, you know, if we do go towards that direction, he's someone I'd like to speak to for sure, because we haven't got any map information on the British at all. So, I think I'll end the turn, if we've done everything, and see what we can do. Okay, end of turn. Oh, we've already been attacked. Pretty decent. Okay, the Brutii have attacked us. Oh, it's a naval attack. Yeah, I should have seen that. Okay, so clear defeat. And that's very bad. I'll explain why in a second. That is incredibly bad. We are having naval defeats out there. Another naval defeat. Again, bit annoying. This one isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. Another naval fight outside of Sicily this time. This time we win though, which is good. Numerius the Lewd has attacked. Oh no, who's that? I've never seen that. Where did he come from? No, legit, where did he come from? Because he was nowhere on the map. Well, we've got another guy to deal with. Cornelius Gylinus. Well, obviously we can't fight him, so we're going to have to back off. But, he must have come by boat. It's the only logical thing. Numidians have attacked Thapsus again. We should be able to defend that for about the millionth time. Crushing defeat. This episode hasn't gone the best so far. And rioting in Susa, just to top it all off. Thank you. Okay, there's going to be a lot of rioting. We know. Oh dear. Yes. Yeah, we know you're not happy. Tough. Okay. A lot's happened there. Settlement besieged, we know that was Thapsus. End of turn report. City expands. Yay. And Syra. Let's have a look at this. So you can construct a councillor's chambers. You probably need... Now, there are no other buildings really, so yeah, you go for that. Another city expands. That is Halicarnassus this time. You can get a councillor's chambers as well. And you probably need an execution square at some point, so you can have that as well. And then construction report, lots of stuff. You know, that's fine. Mostly public order buildings if you're interested. And then war declared between the Julii and Thrace. not particularly my business for the moment. Now, the reason why it's bad the Brutii have done what they've done over here is they literally could take the whole of Turkey and not break a sweat. All these settlements are guarded by peasants and remnants of mercenaries who are not strong enough to fight out in Italy. If the AI is clever enough, Captain Sextus on his own could take all these settlements and the campaign would be over, quite simply. So we need to delay them getting over to Turkey as much as possible. And to do that, well, first of all, right, several buildings we need to repair. I'll sort that out later off camera. But we need to start recruiting ships. But I don't know. I think that's sort of inevitable that the Brutii are going to land on Turkey at some point. We'll just have to try and complete the campaign before that happens, basically. First of all, don't know where the Parthians have gone. Camposolani is no longer under siege, which is absolutely fine by me. There are no mercenaries available, sadly. But we're still going to go towards Camposarchi. There is going to be no mercy in that regard. So you do that. I don't know where they've gone. But you know what? I actually don't care. You know, that's absolutely fine by me. And then he's probably going to try and get over in time. Xylus of Kainopolis. Probably completely butchered that name. We're going to head over towards this, okay, small Armenian force. We can get rid of him. Alright, who are you? Right, we'll quickly get rid of this guy. Most of it will be off camera, and then we'll go towards the settlement we want to, Camposar Matai or something. That's what it's called. But we'll very quickly take care of this force. It shouldn't be too difficult with the Scythian horse archers in particular. Okay, here we are. It's a little bit foggy, so I might just wait. Okay, that didn't help. There we go, a lot better. Right, start the deployment. Yeah, most of this will be off camera because it's probably not going to be the most exciting fight. If they were clever, they'd use that rock tear advantage, as we have proven before, but they probably won't. We'll have these two guys. These guys are going to sort of mop up after the units. They're not actually going to do a lot of fighting. These guys are going to be doing most of the damage to them. So, loose formation, skirmish mode sprint, start the battle. Quite simply, you are going to go for you. You are going to go for the other unit. I think I put them on different units. Okay, there we go. Both of them are attacking their units, or that one's lagging a bit behind. We'll get the Sarmatians just around here. They can, yeah, chase them down once they start routing, which they will inevitably. But yeah, I'll skip most of this. It's pretty straightforward, I would say, in my opinion. Interestingly, they are just standing there and taking arrows to the face. So if they're fine with doing that, then I'm quite happy to facilitate that. But yeah, they're literally just standing there. Okay, now I think they're possibly running. Good for them. They might be using the rock, which is stealing my tactic. I'm not very impressed. They might be fleeing, so I'm going to get some Sarmatian mercenaries and my general up the back, because I think they might be fleeing, and I don't want them to flee, quite honestly. So, Scythians, don't fire for a second. Cancel that order. We don't want to fire on your own heavy cavalry. Yeah, I think they are possibly fleeing. So we want to get them as many of them down, because we don't want them to get back to the settlement, their last settlement, yeah, before we do. That'll cause us trouble in the future. They're going to rout straight away. I'm not even bothered about them. I want to get these guys down. They are steady, admittedly, but they shouldn't be able to do that well against Sarmatians. Eager, Hillman, eager, quickly, General, get into the back of them. That's not the time to stop running. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong button. Oh, the Sarmatians are all dead. That's running? Oh dear, that didn't go very well. Well, that was my bad. They're still right. That was incredibly messy, and they took down a lot of Sarmatians, basically a whole unit. I'm surprised. I don't know how. What were they? Hillman? Sarmatians are the most overrated unit ever, in my opinion. But at least they're down. But yeah, Sarmatians are incredibly overrated. They do crumble pretty quickly, in my opinion. That's something I've learned from doing this challenge. Yeah, that was a slightly old battle, but look, we won it, and it means the path to the last Armenian settlement is clear. Or, as far as I know, it is anyway. So yeah, you and Mrs. Alexander are going to head towards there, and it looks pretty empty. Cataract archers could be a problem. I think we'll be fine, though. I think we'll be fine indeed. Now, yeah, you've moved as far as you can. I have no idea where that Parthian army went. The Parthians are still around, so yeah, alright. Right, okay, that's fine by me anyway. Oh right, so Italy, we have, where did that, so where, this is really odd. This guy Cornelius Guy Linus or something, he's invisible, I think. Like, I don't know where he is, because he appeared out of nowhere, attacked this army, and now he's disappeared again. So he really is a master of deception. But either way, we're going to besiege Tarentum as the plan was originally. Build a couple of rams and we'll take Tarentum hopefully this episode. Provided that, yeah, good old Cornelius doesn't turn up out of nowhere. Mercenary lost a unit, so might be a little bit cheaper to bribe him. Probably isn't though. We'll see. No, I don't think we're going to be able to bribe Mercenary. I have a bad feeling. Now, we could attack Captain Placus here and hope he backs off. Possibly. Oh, incidentally, British diplomat. We can have a talk to you though quickly. Let's get, I tell you what, map information for map information, that's fair. Trade rights, and you know what, I'm going to throw an alliance in there as well. I quite like the British. You know, we'll see. We'll see if they want to do that. That seems like a good deal to me. Okay, they don't want an alliance. They're probably not going to want to share map information now. I didn't actually do this very well, but yeah, now they're not interested. Well, screw you, basically. Okay, we could attack Captain Placus. I don't know if that would be best for our aims, though. If we attacked him, would he back off? We might just want to... Okay. Path blocked. Yeah, I am a... Oh, stupid rebels. Get out the way. You actually want to fight us, huh? You... Right, withdraw from the battle. I'm going to bribe this man because I'm bored of people getting in my way. Captain Placus, just go. Please don't... Now you don't want to talk. Right, okay. Okay, have you got any siege equipment yet? You haven't. Okay, so they can't attack this turn anyway. We'll bribe him next turn. Yeah, diplomacy-wise, I didn't do a very good job, did I? Right, these rebels are just in our way, so, nah, whatever. They're just going to have to be in our way. I don't want to fight them. I don't want to waste good units against rebels, even if they don't manage to get a lot of them. So, that sort of delayed our plan a little bit, but hopefully we can get Tarentum and then start sweeping up north very, very soon. Now, Thapsus. What have we got in Thapsus? We got a couple of terrible units, a diplomat which is stuck in there, unfortunately, and a couple more terrible units. Great. What have they got? I'm pretty sure this is the guy who attacked us before, Gauda. Him and one other unit, meaning that they'll have one piece of siege equipment, and if it burns down, then they can't attack us. So hopefully they just make the same mistake over and over again. I'm quite happy for them to do that. Yeah, so you just carry on being very stupid, Numidians. Now, yeah, a lot of cities need buildings repaired. I'll do that in a second before we end the turn. My job is now to see whether we can actually do anything more this turn. For example, buying mercenaries over here. Because yeah, I reckon the time is coming relatively soon to attack the Numidians, I would say. Again, for, you know, and look, more mercenaries, brilliant. Oh, look at that. I think the time is very nearly soon before we march on the Numidians. A couple more units maybe, but yeah, I'm starting to feel very good about that indeed, which is good. But yeah, I think, I don't know, have we done everything we can do this turn? It's a real shame we don't have any generals in Turkey, because we need to start recruiting in this region, but there's no generals, so... Oh, there are. Forgive me, there are 2 generals, which is very good. These guys might be crucial, because we need as much force as we can. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly what we need. And I would be shipping these guys over to Italy, but no, these guys are going to stay in Turkey and deal with any potential Brutii threat, which may, you know, cause a problem. You... probably just stay in Halicarnassus for the moment, I would say. Or you could join him. Have another unit to fight the Brutii. We'll see. Not for the moment, but we'll see. Right, what I'll do is I'll repair all the millions of buildings that the rioting peasants have destroyed. And then I think we'll be ready to end the turn and probably deal with the Julii mostly. And maybe even the Armenians and the Parthians? Possibly. We'll have a look. Right, now as you can probably see, I spent a ton of money. I've decided I'm going to give up trying to bribe Numeria Salute. I don't think it's going to happen. Instead, we'll bribe these smaller armies, which we should have enough money for. Basically, I've repaired a lot of buildings that have been destroyed in the riots, and I'm queued up as many buildings for public order as possible. So hopefully, public order should cease to be a problem in the coming turns. In talking about public order, the capital needs to be moved back to Halicarnassus, incidentally, because, yeah, reasons, basically. So, there we go, and now everyone is reasonably happy. Not very happy, but happy enough that they won't give themselves up to rebels, which is good. And I think on that note, we are ready to end the turn. But yeah, hopefully Hopefully we can do a little bit better in terms of diplomacy, and we can take a settlement. I think we can take a couple of settlements this turn, actually, so that'll be pretty good. Okay, end of turn. Yeah, we are getting weaker in our navies, that is to be fair. Okay, this guy just appears out of nowhere. Like, who are you? And also, fine, we're backing off. You can have Tarentum. Oh dear, right, more naval defeats. Yeah, thought so. You've attacked us again. No, go away. Ah, well, no point. No point. Just go back to Croton, whatever's left. Oh dear, this Cornelius guy's put a massive spanner in the works. Really has. Yeah, I know. Don't tell me about all the writing. I don't care at this point. I don't care. Right, okay. Faction destroyed. Carthage. I didn't know Carthage was still around. They must not have Spain anymore, so the Julii have probably taken that settlement. Yes, we will have another general. He's 27 years old. That's pretty decent. We have quite a lot of money, though, which is good. Faction, I mean, I'm feeling like unqueuing some of those buildings so I can get more money back now. I don't know. I'm feeling that we could get I think that we need to take at least Numerus Elude or this Cornelius guy out. Where's he gone? This guy keeps disappearing. I swear this is blatant cheating by the AI. Where has he gone? Can somebody tell me this? All he does is he disappears and then comes out of nowhere and attacks us. Pretty decent, mate. You know, what a nice guy. I'm going to cancel that and get a building in and some walls in because I'm worried that Croton is going to be taken. We're going to retrain all these units and recruit unit peasants for public order. Yeah, that Cornelius guy's causing a lot of trouble and it's starting to annoy me big time. But what we'll do, we'll take out some of these smaller armies. So, first of all, I want to talk to the British. Please be a bit more reasonable this time, okay? We don't want an alliance anymore. Just give us map information and trade rights, I'll be happy. You want 920 denarii, I swear down. Alright, I can't be asked. Wow, they have a lot of land. They have a lot of land, and they seem to think that Scythia own this settlement, but I don't think they do. No, they don't. The Dacians do, so that's wrong map information. But the British own all these settlements, which is interesting. Germania is nearly not a thing anymore, which is, yeah, that's quite interesting indeed. Anyway, you are going to bribe Captain Placus. Just get him off the field. I don't want to see him anymore. 25,000? Oh, fine. Right. Now we're probably not going to have enough money for Tertius the Mad. Nope. Okay. Oh well. Fine. At least Rome is no longer under siege, and we can start. We either head south and try and deal with Cornelius and what's his face, or we continue going up north. I would say we continue going up north because these armies are replaceable by the Julii. You could get another Numerus Elude come back in a couple of turns. I'd rather go and take Julii settlements up north and cripple their economy. So we're going to start heading up north. Now, not all of you guys need to do so, though. In fact, we've got a ton of very weak units. Right, step into Rome for a second. We'll sort out what we've got. We've got 3 generals who I'd like out on the field, preferably. Then Rome itself. Right, merge as many units as possible. We only have a couple of half-decent units. Not a lot. These guys are pretty much the only ones that are going to do any damage. Maybe those Cretans, but we'll leave them. Yep, that's all we're going to have. So, this is the army which is going to take the whole of the north, apparently. Yep, so you go over to that settlement and deal with that. Rome, you're getting walls, you're going to have to deal with it for a second. But yeah, slightly worrying, I will admit, the situation, because we've just got a severe lack of troops, which isn't really my fault. It's the rules. That's what happens. You could argue I overextended too quickly in this campaign, but my opinion was I needed to strike the Romans before they had a chance to mobilise against us. So, 2 different ways of playing the game. I decided to strike against them, but there we go. Anyway, the Armenians and Amasis Alexander. Put them under siege. Couple of siege. Oh, okay, you can't. Too many turns. Couple of ladders. Oh, we only have cavalry. Okay, currently we can't get into the city, so... Oh, flip. That wasn't something I had foreseen. How did I not notice that? Right, we need to get this spy over now. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, that was a big mistake by me, but hopefully they'll sally out. That's all we can hope for at this stage. You are heading towards the Parthians. You're nearly there. You haven't got any foot soldiers as well, so we might have to do the same with that. Try and starve them out. So that's very annoying. Yeah, we have a lack of infantry because we're in Scythia, of course. So that is exactly the reason why. Right, stuff over here is going on. You are heading up north towards with a potential Brutii threat. Could you please get out of the way? I don't want to fight any rebels. Just surely you wouldn't want to fight us. No, you do. Of course you flaming do. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, that's fine. Another general. Nice. Well, you can start heading up north as well. Join this guy. Yeah, alright. Okay. That situation over there. Now, I don't know if there's anything more we can do. Like, because lads in Croton are battered by the invisible general that the Julii keep cheating with, because I can't see where he is ever. Oh dear. I mean, how can I not see him? It's blatant cheating in my opinion. But there we go. Okay. I don't think there's anything more I can do this turn, which is very annoying. We're going to have to move the capital back to Syracuse as per usual. But other than that, I'm going to end the turn, and I'm going to end the turn in a slightly confused and worried state, I will admit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll end the turn, and we'll see what more Cornelius can do this turn. But yeah, he's really causing trouble. No mercenaries this time available in this region. I think we have exhausted the mercenary pool. Indeed. Okay, we'll end the turn. We'll see what happens. Okay, end of turn. Where are we going to be attacked? Okay, they've sallied, which is good. We wanted them to sally forth. Captain Paratua. Now, the only unit I'm concerned about is the Cataphract Archers. They are good. Total defense of 25, and they are Force Archers. 3 experience. These guys are pretty strong as well, because they've got a lot of experience, and the Peltas even are pretty decent. So, what are we going to do? Well, 2 of them are skirmishers, and 1 of them are hillmen. So, I reckon we kind of do a similar tactics to what we did in Rome. We try and bait them out as far as we can. Enter the city. I don't know how we do that, though. How would we enter the city without any foot soldiers? Well, we'll come to that issue. We'll come to that problem when it arises. I don't know. We'll see. We might not be able to do this without any infantry. We'll see. But yeah, slightly concerned. Let's just do as well as we can. You know, that's all I can say, really. Okay, they're sallying forth, so pause straight away as you don't have any time to prepare. Yeah, not sure I'm going to enter the city. This is fascinating. Just quickly looking at this city. So the Armenians have taken it and they've instantly built a wall, which is very clever. But fascinatingly, they haven't built any other buildings. So it's a traditional village which has been expanded because the city's been expanded. But all the terrible buildings you get at the beginning, but with a lovely wall around it. That is great. That is a really cool city. You don't see that often. But yeah, I do like that a lot. I can respect that. Now, obviously you two are going to be on skirmish mode, loose formation, and sprint, and just sort of hang around here, like so. I want probably you two acting as a single unit over here. In fact, you can group up. And then press play. Yeah, okay. We'll see where they come from. They might come from around the side of the building. They do have a city. They have a tendency to do that. But I'll speed it forward until that happens. Right, a unit is coming out the front gate. They're the heavy spearmen. So we don't want to charge our cavalry into them, that is for sure. What I'm hoping for is the Peltasts. We hit the Peltasts and they start running into the city and we get into the city while the Peltasts are in the city. I don't know if that makes any sense. While they're going through the gate, while the gates are open quickly, we enter the city. I don't know. That might be possible. That is eminently possible. Cataphract Archers I'm obviously concerned about though. Cataphract Archers are ridiculous. They are quite frankly ridiculous. Right, who are you? You're the Peltasts. Fine. I want one single unit to head over and deal with the spearmen. I want you not to be on fire at will. And I want you guys to back off in this direction. So you start hitting. Right, I said don't fire at will. Cancel the order. You can fire. I don't want you wasting your arrows. You fire on these guys though. And yeah, hopefully they start charging for the Scythians. Yeah, your Peltasts and the Cataphracts are around the outside of the city. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Right, I want you guys to come around here for a little bit. Run, please. Yeah, cataphracts. Okay, okay. I do have a plan, but it involves the heavy spearmen being out of the way. So that's why you need to do a good job against them. Right, charge the peltas. Let's see how this goes. Charge the peltas. That's it. Run back into the city. Lovely. Run back into the city. Good lads. Yes, you're doing exactly what we want. We'll take a few losses due to the towers. It's absolutely worth it. Please go into the city. And also you need to charge them quicker than that. Come on. Shaken. Broken. Good. Stop, lads. Stop. Stop. Don't kill them all. Do not kill them all. Please don't kill them all. Go through the gate while it's open. Oh my goodness. Get through the gate. Through the gate. Run through the gate. Come on, please. One of you, get through the gate. Oh my god, what are you doing? The gate is open. Run through the gate. It's right there. Please. Please, run through the gate. Don't kill that guy. Run through the gate. Oh, now you've got hot oil hit onto you. Okay, fine. You're in the city at least. Pause. Get all them peltas down. For goodness sake. In fact, no. Just head towards the plaza. I have no idea what's going on elsewhere, by the way. Pause. Right, okay. Cataphracts are coming over. I want you to engage the cataphract archers. You can now fire at will, and skirmish, you are going to focus on the cataphract archers, whereas you... Actually, no, don't fire at will. Don't fire at will. Just focus on the cataphracts. We don't want them going inside the city. You focus on the heavy spearmen. Thank goodness the heavy cavalry is inside the city now. They're very battered, but they got inside the city somehow. Well, I do know how, because the doors opened. But yeah. Okay. Now we need to head towards the plaza, take it, and hold it for 2 minutes. It's the same plan as we've used several times in this series. The Scythians are going to take a lot of hits, though, from the cataphract archers, and that's not good. But, there we go. Run towards the plaza. I'm going to speed up slightly, because it's going to take a while. Right, what I want, stop. You, the cavalry general, take the plaza. You, kill all the peltasts. Make sure none get away. Or some of them are going to make it to the plaza, but... Okay. This plaza is very small, but we now have it. We need to hold it for the next 3 minutes. Well, you do a pretty good job taking out all these peltasts, which is good. Down to 13, as long as not a single one makes it to the plaza, which they might. You cannot let any of them get to the plaza. Lads, quickly take them down. Otherwise it resets the clock. It's not a disaster, but don't really want that one guy to make it. Please kill him. I want this guy dead. Kill him. Go on. Go on. Yes. Got him. Good. Right. All the peltas down. Right. Okay. Both of you onto the plaza. I don't care how many Scythians die as long as we take the settlement. I said onto the plaza and you start running away. Intelligence 0. I mean, how... No, don't leave the plaza. Do not leave the plaza. Stay there. You run onto the plaza. Go on. Right. Okay, we need to hold it for another 2 minutes. How are the Scythians doing? We've not taken too many losses. So that's good at least. I think we're taking more losses from the walls, but that happens. I'm going to speed up though. I think we might have done this now. Oh, just charge into the spearmen, why don't you? That's what my order was, I'm pretty sure. No, it was to skirmish, but you're all going to die now, aren't you? Right, stop. Oh, for God, I'm going to personally take control of you to make sure you don't die as well. Run over there. Idiot Scythians. I mean, that is minimum intelligence. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Right, another 30 seconds. Yep, don't know why they charged spearmen. That wasn't very intelligent of them, but that is the end of the Armenians at least. Goodbye Armenia. As far as I know, we have killed the Armenians, but a couple of questionable decisions by the Scythian mercenaries there, but they are barbarians, I suppose they will charge. Exterminate them, I'm not interested in any sort of diplomacy, and the Numidians have attacked us in Leptis Magna. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot Leptis Magna was under siege. So, right, okay. Yeah, I did forget that. They have 2 rams, and they have not a lot of infantry though, but then we don't have a lot of infantry of our own, so this is going to be a pretty difficult fight. We'll see what we can do. This might be the last battle of the episode, it might be the second to last. We'll see sort of how far we can go. But yeah, very interesting. Let's try and defend Leptis Magna from the Numidian. Okay, here we are in the North African settlement of Leptis Magna. Now, quick word, if you're wondering why we've got peasants, they are used for public order only, but sometimes, as we have peasants in the cities, they are attacked and they have to fight because they're just sort of there. But all the settlements have been taken by mercenaries as per the rules of the challenge. Now, I'm thinking we try and defend the plaza because they actually have a couple of alright units. Desert infantry are alright, they have cavalry to back up. I feel like the peasants will rout at the front gate. They'll break. Whereas, of course, they can't break if they're on the plaza. It gives us a massive advantage. As I've seen recently on our Germania Bad Economy Challenge, that the enemy does a lot better if they have the plaza on their side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the Slingers and the Cretans over here. And we're going to basically back ourselves up against this corner. So, Rhodians and Cretans there. Don't skirmish. Stand your ground. Fire at will. Good. Now, we'll have line of hoplites and a line of Thracians sort of guarding them. And again, just defend for your lives. And then all the peasants in the world are going to go... Okay. Peasant here. Right, okay. Lads, you're starting to frustrate me. Go over here. Right. Over here. That's not where I clicked. Blatantly not where I clicked. Okay. You here. Sort of around here. And you around here. And we're going to try and defend this position. Again, not where I clicked. I know it's probably because you're too big of a unit to actually fit where I want you to. Really? Really? Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Right, you can go there. You can go there. And yeah, peasants defensive. Everyone on defend. Defend the plaza. Infinite morale. We'll do what we can. But we'll skip it ahead because, yeah, unless both rams catch fire, which I think is unlikely, I think they're pretty much going to take the walls either way. So we might as well let them take the walls and just defend the plaza. Maybe not the best tactic. I think it's probably best for what we have got. Hopefully they'll take a few losses from the towers anyway. But there seems to be a lack of towers in this region anyway. I should have probably built walls. I don't know if they have potential for walls in Leptis Magna. But either way, that won't be easy to get through because infinite morale, as I said. So we'll see. Okay, gates have been opened. They will start pouring into the city any second now. This might be quite difficult. We might lose Leptis Magna, which will be frustrating after all this time. Losing Leptis Magna to the Numidians. But if it happens, it happens. We'll just have to muster up a force to take it back. But yeah, I don't particularly want to lose Leptis Magna, of course. Right, the Cretans are already firing, which is good. But yeah, how many of them have we actually killed? Only 3% so far. So yeah... Not great. Not great at all. Right, they're approaching from all angles. Alright, there we go, lads. Start fighting the javelin men. You should be able to do a decent job against javelin men. Right, cavalry's coming in. I particularly want the hoplites on the cavalry. And of course I want you on the cavalry as well. Yeah, both of you units on the cavalry, come on. Yeah, hoplites on the cavalry, that could do a decent job. Javelin men are going to be a problem. Like, when are desert infantry? They're coming, yeah, they are coming. So, how are we doing? We are doing slightly better than them so far, I think. But they have got the far better units, so I wouldn't be surprised they can still take this settlement just by chunking us down. Because look at the peasants going down very quickly at this point, very quickly. Who are you? Thracians, yeah, you go over there. Right, one unit's broken, the cavalry is broken, good. All of you guys now on the infantry, on the desert infantry. Everyone on the desert infantry. It's a sort of final stand. You might even get the Rhodians involved in a second. They're not firing anyway, so you might as well get involved. You might as well get involved. Another unit's broken, good. Everyone on the desert infantry now. I think we might have this, just about, because of infinite morale. If we hadn't gone to the plaza, all the peasants would have died. Died? Well, they would have, but they would have routed, is what I meant to say. And that would have caused a mass break, and we'd all be dead by now. But I think we might have this. I'm probably speaking too soon. Until those desert infantry... Oh, no, they've broken. Yeah, I think we've got this now. I think we've got this. Right, don't pursue, as your orders were. They're all on defensive, so they're not going to pursue. Yeah. The glories of infinite morale on the plaza. Oh, some of them have rallied, I think. No, they haven't. They nearly rallied. Oh, there is still another unit, and they have rallied. Oh Oh, why don't my troops rally like that? Yeah, Numidian camel riders are back. I think that might be another unit actually, I'm not sure. But okay. More to go. Well, just getting down. They're eager at the moment. Hopefully they won't be eager for long. Cretans focus on the desert infantry. Yeah, they've all rallied, so it's not over yet for them. Not at all. Not one bit. Speed it up slightly. It's just a matter of if they break or not. Okay, they did break. So now everyone on these guys should be the end of them. Surely this time they do not rally again. Okay, don't pursue, don't pursue, don't pursue, don't pursue. Come back here, come back here. Come back here. Do you're told. There we go. I think they're finally gone now. No, there is another unit that's rallied. I can't believe this. My units would not rally like this several times. But there we go. The glory of being an AI rather than a human, I suppose. Okay, no, victory, fine. Right, end the battle. Heroic victory, apparently, yeah. I would say it's pretty heroic. We fought well on the plaza. Yeah. So, we managed to keep Leptis Magna, so I'm quite happy with that indeed. Which is good. Yep, Leptis Magna remains in our hands. Do not want it falling to the Numidians. But I've noticed something. I've noticed something terrible. Which is Carthage is Scipii. How? How? I have no notification. Right. Right. Okay. Carthage magically has become Scipii. It didn't say that they bribed us. Okay. And now we have 1 million peasants. Well, you peasants might as well go towards this guy and get him out of the way. Oh dear. How in the hell have the Scipii managed to get Carthage? Magically. And get units over there. That's blatant cheating in my opinion. That is blatant cheating. Including, Cornelius is now visible at least, which is good I suppose. And, yeah, there's Herius Cicero. Problems. Who's put us under siege then? Oh, this Roman. Tertius the Mad. Right, let's see if we can get him off the battlefield, at least. He can't be bribed. I don't think any of the Julii can be bribed now. I think we've bribed too many of them. I know you can potentially be bribed. We probably don't have enough money, though. No. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Right. What my plan is at this point. This was like the emergency plan if the series was starting to go a little bit to hell because the Romans were screwing us over. We piled all our resources into Rome. We piled all our resources into Rome. And we don't worry about any other settlement too much. I want to keep Sicily. I'd like to keep Croton, but not necessary. I don't think we're going to be able to defeat the Julii here. They've got too many big armies. We basically have nothing. To win the campaign, we need to have Rome and 50 settlements. So we can get that because we're going to take over Scythia relatively easily. And hopefully Parthia as well. And we're going to gain lots of territory. We're going to gain Median territory. Instead of going for the Julii settlement, I think we should cower in Rome. That is going to be the plan. So, Ramos, you need to back Tertius the Mad off. Hopefully, just go away. He didn't decide to back off, which is a shame. Okay, okay. He's got very depleted army. Very depleted army, but him himself is strong. He is strong himself. And then Captain Ramesses. I'm going to stay here. If they want to attack Rome, fine, but they're going to have to deal with this army as well. That's all I can do at this stage. So yeah, that's sort of the operation, is to forget about the rest of Italy. I might even evacuate Croton. I would be tempted to evacuate Croton because I feel like it's going to be taken by the Julii anyway. We might as well get our general out. So, oh, this naval force is an army. Okay, it's only one general. If we had a massive army on that fleet, I would be absolutely devastated because it means that we've just lost settlements because of my own stupidity. Right, you and a unit of Samnites head over towards this ship. You're going to get on this ship and you're going to travel towards Rome, and that's going to be the plan for this series. And destroy these Scipii while you're at it. Go away. Yeah, we're going to keep Rome and then take 50 settlements over in the European and North African region, and that will be enough to satisfy the campaign objectives. Hopefully, yeah. So yeah, this boat is heading towards Rome. like so, sort of head in this direction. Just head in this direction, you'll be fine. Okay, you are strong, so you can start taking out Roman fleets. But yeah, hasn't gone ideally this episode because yeah, there's just too many Romans. Quite frankly, there are too many Romans, and I can't deal with them all. And that's just because I can't recruit as quick as I can. But I can still win the campaign. I have faith that I can still win the campaign. Purely because I'm going to betray the Scythians. I've taken the Armenian settlement. I can take out the Parthians and maybe even the Dacians as well. And that will give me enough settlements. Plus Chersonesos and Siwa and the other Numidian settlements should be fine to satisfy the campaign objectives. I hope. We've cleared up the sea, which is good. Now, Parthia, we can put Campus Sarkai under siege. And then we can take that first thing next episode. So that's another settlement. How many settlements are we at currently? 39 still. We were at 39 at the end of last episode, so we've taken one and we've lost one. That loss being Carthage, of course. We're not going to lose Thapsus, though. That's not going to happen. I will make sure that doesn't happen. No idea how the Scipii have got Carthage. I had no notification. I personally think it's just blatant cheating, because I can't think of any other explanation. So, oh well, these things happen. So, we've mobilised this force. He needs to start heading over towards Siwa. I reckon we have just about enough to take them on, but yeah, it'd be a little bit touch and go maybe. So you start heading over this way. We're going to besiege Siwa, hopefully take that soon. And then this army can continue and defeat the Numidians, hopefully. Really annoying the Romans took Carthage. Such a shame, but there we go. Campus Sarmatii isn't happy. Well, we're going to lower the tax rate and get you some sewers. Retrain those Sarmatians. And we are going to start moving against our Scythian allies, because they are weak and we can take a couple of settlements off them easily, I reckon. Look, Tanais only got 3 units in. That's slightly concerning, admittedly. This settlement has only got 3 in. This unit has got a decent amount in. Chersonesos we can take. I think we'll be fine. But yeah, it is a little bit concerning. But I think we will just about be able to complete the series and take the magical 50 settlements. I really, really hope so. I think we'll move the capital back to Halicarnassus one more time this episode for about the 1000th time. So you're now the capital. And I think we'll probably end the episode here. We could just do one more turn, end the turn, see what happens. We've got some new mercenaries, which is good. We can use them to fight against a potential Brutii attack. So start coming around this way. Yeah, I think yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll end the turn one more time. We'll see what goes down. Probably quite a lot, knowing this series, and then we'll call it a day for today. It's not been an entirely bad episode. Of course, we have lost Carthage, but you know, it's a real shame how things have gone. But the Julii have magicked armies out of nowhere. There's only so much I can do to combat that. As long as we take 50 settlements, and Rome will be fine. So we need to keep Rome, of course. I'll end the turn one more time. Whatever happens, we'll just end the episode on that. I think that's a fair deal. Okay, end turn. Yeah, a couple of naval attacks. That is sort of the usual nowadays. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, we won that somehow. Fine. Yeah, we've been attacked outside of Rome. Without reinforcements. Decent. Okay, back off. Back off. Okay, fine. Fine, that's fine. They've sallied forth. They being the Parthians. Cyrus of Eder. Don't know if that's how you say it. Cataphracts are difficult. Cataphracts are difficult to deal with. I am wondering if auto-resolving, that probably would not be in our favour, so I think we will have to fight that battle and do the same tactic as usual, try and sneak in the city. I think that's our only way of actually beating the Parthians. So we'll do that next time. We will do that next time. Next episode, episode 26, we will hopefully take Campus Sarkai. We'll start dealing with the Scythians, hopefully deal with the Numidians, and then, yeah, just get closer and closer towards taking that magical 50 settlements. I reckon we can do it. It's not going to be easy. It's got increasingly difficult now we're dealing with the Romans, but it is what it is. I have got barely any army, but I reckon we can do this. Okay, so next time it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it goes. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.